Well, Against All Odds, it's like, it's kind of synonymous with my career or whatever. I think just everything I went through as an artist. You know, it's almost like when you've been grinding for so long, trying to get to a certain plateau in your career, and you get to a point and then it kind of seems like you kind of getting stagnant, you know what I'm saying? You're never getting over the hill because as like artists, not just artists, as athletes, workers, whatever, you always want to be the best or you always want to be put in the same spotlight with everybody else, and it just started to feel like, man, I'm kind of getting stagnant where I'm at, so I just felt like it's really just, it's against all odds, you know what I'm saying? Like, now or never type shit, that's the way I was feeling as an artist, like, with this next project, feeling like, man, this got to be one that take me over the hump. Another, also, like, it was just everything that I felt made the artist, you know what I'm saying? It's real detailed if you really look into it. I mean, it got a lot of pictures of some of my biggest performances. It got a picture of my daughter. I had just had a daughter in between that whole time. It got the skyline, and it has me kind of walking towards everything. So it basically goes with the title of Against All Odds, and it was just everything, the whole picture that was painted of what was going on in my mind at the time as just an artist and just, you know, trying to elevate to the next level. Nah, man, there wasn't no significance on that. I was just trying to put that shit out as quick as possible. Like, so many of my fans was on my back about just releasing the music because it had supposed to come out like 2 months before that, but me being a perfectionist, I just felt like it wasn't up to par where I wanted it. So at the time it got mixed and mastered, I was like, man, I just gotta drop it. So once it got mixed and mastered, I waited like maybe 3-4 days and I sent it out to the world. I don't normally like to put a lot of songs on my project just because with the times we in right now, man, the mind, it moves so fast, so much new shit always coming out, man. You kind of want to keep their attention. So it was just one of those things where I wanted to kind of keep it short and simple and to the point where it could just continuously hit them. Every song is making, you know what I'm saying? It's making the same amount of noise to where you remember the whole tape and you want to continue to play it. The track list, I pretty much did majority of it. I work with a production duo by the name of G&B, and they pretty much produced the entire project. So it was kind of like a collective thing. We all just sat together and we picked out the best songs we thought would make the most impact, and you know we lined them up and put them together. With all my projects, man, we try to make it like a collective of songs that can take you through a course of emotions, whether it be it's going deep, or you know, whether it is we're going to the streets or we're going to the struggle. And I think with Against All Odds, it was more of this is more of a back to the wall feel. So the whole flow of the tape is kind of is motivation, but at the same time is like chip on your shoulder, come out swinging type shit. So every song, it kind of builds up, the anticipation builds up. We kind of go through a point where we got a couple of the chick records with the rodeo with Kevin Gates, and then the complicated song, but then it goes right back to the whole meaning of Against All Odds and just being against everybody and feeling like, you know what I'm saying, it's now or never. From the jump, from the moment you put in the tape, Against All Odds is the title track, which is the intro, and it's one of the most powerful songs. I've always taken my intros real seriously, meaning I'm a lyricist and got a deep love for hip hop. I've always wanted to come in on every project I ever did, really showing the lyricism and really just showing the love for the actual spitting, like, because that's something just kind of like looked down upon nowadays, and that's one of my favorites. And then from there you go to 1995 with Zero, which is pretty much an ode to H-Town and just the whole culture. And another one of my favorite songs is a song called 245, which I feel like is one of the dopest songs on the project. And it's really one about a dude having a girl at home and having a side chick, and it's not your typical song just having a side chick. It's definitely not that. It's more so of when you do have that good girl and you have this one girl that, I mean, grass always green on the other side, and you just feel like you can't leave that shit alone. It's just kind of like what would happen if that shit was to flip on a dude, you know what I'm saying? So it just comes from a whole different perspective. And that's been one of the songs that a lot of people, you know, it gravitated to, whether female or male. A lot of people love that record. And the single from the tape, which was Rodeo, featuring Kevin Gates, and that's pretty much a big record that it's starting to pick up more and more and more. It's a huge record. It's not really, I'm not really gonna call it a female record, but it's a female friendly record, and a lot of females, you know, it's one of their favorite records on the project. Man, the tape being that it's only 12 songs, the tape is really different from anything that anybody in my city, let alone my state, is doing. And I've always taken all my projects so seriously. I've never wanted it to be about having a couple singles. I take a lot of pride in the entire project, so I would highlight the entire tape. Against All Odds is something that when you put it in, me personally, I don't feel like you're gonna want to switch a song, or you're gonna just have a song where, oh, I like that one, but I don't like that one. I think it's gonna be one of those experiences where it's gonna be over so fast because you're just letting it ride that, I mean, you're just gonna start it all the way over again. I promoted this project for a year without having not one song recorded, and when I finally did start, I mean, I just went through so much on this project. I had so much shit going on. I had a huge record out, 2 rounds at the time, that we was traveling across America with, promoting that, performing for that, on the road for that, and I was promoting the project, but I never recorded a song for it. And then when I finally got to it, it took me, I probably did it in like a month because my fans was on my ass, like, and I just really had to shut down everything that I had going on and really lock myself in the studio every single day, all day, for hours, not leaving, you know what I'm saying, just to get this shit done. And I'm really proud of what came out of it. That was it. I call it Against All Odds, and I really feel like this project really, my back was against the wall, because it was at a point where I had put out a project that my whole city was riding for, my whole state was riding for. People were starting to gain a lot of attention to me, and I hadn't put nothing out, you know what I'm saying, in a while, and it was like, shit, I really gotta, you know what I'm saying, come back again, because a lot of sites and a lot of media outlets, they gave my last project such a high rating. I feel like it was something that I had to kind of come back on. It was a lot of pressure on me. I was just dealing with a lot of shit, but the way we got it done, I'm really gonna take this project as one of my favorites of all 5 projects I've ever put out.